Yeah, man. And I'm really more fascinated. I remember we were talking about like, bro, I want to get you on here. And you're like, bro, I don't do shit till 11. That's me time. I want you to talk about that. And like, I mean, I feel like you're not I don't want to say spiritual, but like you're really just in tune guy. Let's talk about that and like that journey and why you don't do anything in your business until 11 p.m. or 11 a.m.
Well, the morning is for me, right? I wake up early. So, you know, when people are like, hey, what's the earliest you can meet? And I say 11, they're like, what? And it's because I have very structured non-negotiables. You know, like eating, sleeping, and, you know, taking care of human functions is for most people. My humanity doesn't happen. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. Hey, my humanity doesn't happen without my morning meditation, right? And making sure I get my exercise in for the day. So those two things they're the most important things that I have to do. And I spend quality time with my wife. We talk, we eat breakfast or whatever that is. But I have family time, I have meditation time, and I have exercise time. And that happens between the hours of 6 to 11 a.m. And then beyond that, it's for everybody else.
So I thought your meditation schedule is intense. Let's talk about that.
So, you know, since COVID, I have to admit that it has decreased in volume. I used to, and I think that's because my life was more stressful before COVID. When COVID happened, I was at home and I wasn't stressing, and I was, you know, yes, there's like the world is on, you know, having a problem. We're in a global pandemic, and that's stressful. But really, I was around my wife every day, and I was around my kid every day, and I was working from home, and I was enjoying that, and I really connected with the people I saw my family like 3 times a week. I would go and eat lunch in my mom's backyard, because I couldn't get in their house because of, you know, my mom and dad are in their late 70s. Yeah. So I was staying away from them, but I would still go see them 3 times a week. And so that, for me, that cycle of being with my family and just in my business and with my family, and that wasn't stressful to me. So I found that my meditation volume decreased, but normally I'll do 30 minutes to an hour every day.
How long did it take you to build up to that, man? I can do like 15.
So I started, okay, I want to frame this correctly. I started meditating hungover, okay, every day, basically, for 5 minutes. Guess what happened? The hangover stopped because because drinking, even socially, just kind of like, you know, now I'll have a, you know, cocktail here and there, but like that fell out of my life. Mm-hmm. That need fell away because I wasn't chasing an altered state anymore. I was able to find one in the meditating, but yeah, I started at 5 minutes with a splitting headache. Wow. Yeah.
Okay, and then what do you do for exercise? You said you do HIIT training, right?
I used to, and then when COVID happened, you know, that's a big group class, and that's a little bit unnerving for me. But I went to Lifetime Fitness, and I talked to a physical trainer there, who's like a physiotherapist and a trainer, and he was explaining to me that, you know, for doing almost 2 years of HIIT training, you've got a big belly. And I was like, yeah, well, that's a great, you know, observation. I don't know what to do. It's not like I'm mainlining Big Macs every day. You know, I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. He's like, well, I can tell you what the problem is. You're waking up every day. You're doing an hour of extremely stressful exercise, which is spiking your cortisol levels. And that is the reason why that's happened. Because you're lean almost everywhere else, but your belly hasn't seemed to have shrunk. So what he's doing now is he's changed my whole workout. I'm doing strength training three times a week, and then light, like cardio, elliptical, 4 times a week. And he told me to give him 60 days with that. And if I didn't see any massive improvements, I could go back to HIT.
Wow. And so so wake up, meditate, HIT, and then what do you got after that?
Then I'm, through all that, other than meditating, through all that, I am responding to emails, and I am, checking. I'm still on my phone. Like, I'm still with my team. Except for when I shut my eyes, and that's when I turn my phone off. But I'm still with my team, and then I come into the office, and I'm with the people. I'm with my crew all day.
Awesome. And has it improved your productivity? Like, thinking about that, someone would say you don't do a lot until 11. Someone would say, man, you're crazy. Like, I don't know how I could get anything done.
I get a ton done. In my day. I think it's improved my productivity. And I think the reason why it's improved my productivity is what I do really well. I do really focused. And I think that a lot of us spend a lot of time in our days doing activities and work that is not at our highest level of performance. And that's a waste of time, because if you're not doing it to the best of your ability, guess what you're doing? You're redoing it. You're probably going to do it over and over again. And if you're finding that that's kind of what you have happening to you in your day, that you see yourself repeating the same tasks over and over and over again out of, maybe missing details or forgetting to do things or whatever that is, if you're finding yourself not fully focused on the tasks that you're in, it's because you're lacking presence through your day. I'm present my whole day. And I would take 3 hours of presence over 15 hours of half there.
Yep.
Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Winning Move Podcast. I hope it helps you make all the right moves in your life and business. Please make sure to go like and subscribe on any podcast platform that you're listening to, and make sure to go follow me on Instagram @StratDaddy. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon.